Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to our usual leaders training. And in today's training, we're going to be talking about how to sell collagen. In Malaysia, we are going to open up the sales of collagen this November. So it's a little over a week away, about 10 days. Collagen has been in the US now for a year, Australia for a year, and we are launching in the Philippines in January of 2023. For me, collagen has been one of the most exciting products that we've had in our whole lineup. Okay. Now I was talking with Carl Garcia, who's I keep forgetting their titles, but he's one of the guys in charge of the Philippines, and he was giving tips on how some of the groups are growing around the world. The fastest growing groups, they focus on one story. There are groups who are focusing on the TRA story in one market, and in other markets they're focusing maybe on the galvanic spa. And they were saying, although we have like 300 plus SKUs, when you ask the leaders in those markets about all the other products, maybe they don't know all. And but when you ask them about their key drivers, their key products, they're experts on those key products. And the truth is, there are many network marketing companies that have grown on one product. Actually, the majority of network marketing companies just grow on one product. And when we focus on this lead product, we call it the tip of the spear product. Tip of the spear simply means it's what's at the leading front, and it's what grows the market. And then behind the spear, you have all the other products which can follow. But I have a saying, which is follow the money. And the money has absolutely been in the collagen product. Sherry Brady gave me quite the privilege of including me in the group chat of leaders. And they share the same sentiment. You know, when we talk about the products, we're talking about so many things that the company is launching, but everyone is really excited about the Collagen Plus. Okay, so in today's training, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how I sell Collagen Plus. Now, my background is in sales. Okay, I have a sales background. And I really found it that when social media happened, it combined all of my strengths, because I'm what was known as a super salesman. Okay, I was always hitting the highest quotas, and I really studied the art of selling. Tom Hopkins, Zig Ziglar, things like that. Joe Girard. I really studied sales, and my college degree is in mass communication. Okay, filmmaking. So mass communication, major in film and audiovisual communication. So when social media came together, I go, wow, I'm so educated in all of these fields, both mass communication and sales. So it's been the perfect marriage of both of these industries. Okay, I'm going to start sharing. And in today's presentation, share the slides up, clear? Okay, I'm going to teach you one thing. And if you guys master this one thing, this is what's going to get you. Well, this is what I'm looking at will get me to $20 million. By the way, $20 million has always been my goal. When I joined New Skin, I said, that's what I want. And I told Sherry Brady the other day, Sherry Brady, my goal is to be a $20 million achiever every month. Monthly. I want it monthly. Yeah. Sherry, you were going to say something? No.
I just said, let's do it.
Yeah. And I've always known how to get there, but I think for me, the Collagen Plus is absolutely the best way to get there. Now, the slides I have are focused on the Asian product, okay, because I'm just going to share how I sell it. But I know in the US, you have the US one, so it's a little different. And in Australia, you have the tub. Okay, so let's go. Now, I'm going to explain first what most people think selling is. All right. So from my experience, most people think selling is being pushy, pushing people or lying. When most people say, I don't want to sell, right? You ask them why. Wow, salespeople are liars. What makes you say that? Well, because they'll just say anything to close the sale. A salesperson will say anything to close the sale because they're focusing on their own agenda. So their own agenda would be the commissions or to hit quota, right? And when people say, I don't like selling, what they mean is, I don't want to be a pushy liar that will say anything to close the sale simply for my own agenda. So when they say I don't like sales, that's what they mean. I don't want to be that guy. Now, the thing is, we don't really train in sales for New Skin. Well, not so much in our history, right? And I, I would argue with corporate because we wouldn't have had any sales trainings. And I ask people in corporate, what industry are we in? Direct selling industry. I go, right, we're in the direct selling industry. So how much direct selling do we teach? None. That's your job. Your job is to teach it. Okay, good. But we weren't doing it. So now we're in the direct selling industry. So when we are not trained in sales, then all we know how to do is to hard sell. What is to hard sell? What most people think selling is, which is to be pushy, to focus on our own agenda, or we share, meaning we just post pictures and hope for the best. Okay, that's what we call the phishing. My recommendation for everyone is to be a master at selling, and it all begins with understanding what selling really is. Now, on my definition, now this is simply my definition based on, wow, what's it now, 20, 30, over 30 years of being a salesperson. Okay, so my definition of selling is helping someone achieve what they're trying to achieve, either cheaper, easier, or better. Okay, so selling is helping someone achieve what they're trying to achieve, either cheaper, easier, or better. I'll go into more detail on that, but let's focus now on the collagen product. When someone is taking collagen, what are they trying to achieve? And with that, I'm going to bring up Sherry. Sherry has been a user of the collagen product for quite a long time. Sherry, you've been in New Skin for how many years now?
33.
Man, I feel so lousy. I've been here 25 years. I'm only 2 million and you're 20. Oh man, I have a long way to go. Okay. So what did you say? 30?
33.
Okay. And you've been using from facelift to what was your favorite product in the beginning?
Well, it was the facelift was what we actually launched. I mean, that's what we used to build our business, was the facelift.
All right. And you've been through every single product launch. And why is it that you tried the Collagen Plus when it launched in the States?
Well, I actually, okay, so is Susanna on? She may not be on, but Susanna and I had actually been talking for like 18 months about collagen, probably 2 years. And we'd been trying different collagens because we'd been hearing about them. And I had been pestering New Skin endlessly about a collagen product. And they kept saying, well, we can't just launch any collagen. It's got to be a great collagen. And I'm like, no, just give us a collagen. But anyway, it took them a long time. So I actually got the collagen like 3 months prior to the launch. I got a big box of collagen. And I was in Tennessee with my daughter. And when I got the box, I just packed it and took it with me. I didn't try it. And it's interesting because the first day we got there, I was showing my daughter how bad my skin had gotten, especially on my chest and on my face. It was just looking so bad. And then when we went to the clinic in Tennessee, it's a health clinic, the first thing they started telling us was about collagen. You got to get some collagen into your diet and stuff. And so I thought, oh, I've got collagen back in the room. So I went back, ripped it open and started using it. And we were there for 2 weeks. And I swear at the end of 2 weeks, both my daughter and I could see the difference in my skin. So the difference for me was probably so dramatic because I had been a vegetarian for 3 years and I hadn't been a very good vegetarian. And so I think I was really lacking collagen, but I didn't know what was going on. It just looked like my skin was just starting to fall off my face and wrinkle. And anyway, 2 weeks, I could see a huge difference. And at the end of 30 days, the difference was massive. And I'm so mad at myself that I did not take pictures when I was looking so bad in Tennessee, but the difference was just shocking. And it was probably even every time I looked in the mirror, it seemed like it was better for the next 90 days. And I have to tell you, I am a believer. So I have three sisters, and they sort of use the product in and out. And my oldest sister loves the products, but doesn't like to spend money on products. And she tried the collagen, and I have to tell you, she's got no problem spending that money on the collagen because the difference is so visible. She loves it.
From all the new skin products, oh, let me ask this in a different way. How many days have you missed taking the collagen?
Probably none. Seriously. It's the memory of how bad my skin was that makes it none.
Right.
Yeah.
And without trying to sell the collagen, how many people noticed the difference and then bought from you?
Oh, well, people who have never bought anything from me, like all the stuff on social media, everything, never. But they noticed it and bought the collagen. They had no problem spending the money on the collagen. I don't know, maybe it's because it's from the inside and it's so the difference is so visible, but no, they didn't have a problem because it does so much for them. It's not just a skincare. It's a nutrition product that makes them beautiful, and they all want it.
Sherry, how much can I pay you every month to stop taking the collagen?
Well, you just probably, if you could, it just wouldn't work. I gotta
Right.
have
So
it.
yeah, that's the thing. I've really seen the difference in your entire 33 years with New Skin. Have you seen any other product with such a high reorder rate where the customers are actually the ones calling you saying, hey, I need my stuff?
No, I actually probably haven't seen a reorder rate like that. The only other product we've had that for me sold as fast was the galvanic spa, but you don't get any reorders from that.
Yeah.
The collagen's different. It sells really fast, and then they keep using it because nobody wants to go back. Nobody wants to go backwards.
You also notice, aside from the benefits in the skin, you notice some benefits in body pain.
Yeah, but I did. But the thing I really noticed was I no longer had any cravings for sugar. And I didn't know, that's a weird thing. And I was talking to Joe Chang about it. I said, you know what? I've always liked sugar and I just don't crave it anymore. And he was telling me about how much the collagen is involved in the lining of your stomach and to help balance things out. And I don't know, it just gave my body something it really needed. So I stopped craving things.
By sugar, you mean Sean Brady, right?
No.
Anyway, I'm just being silly. But Sherry, I just wanted to ask your experience, because your experience is how I started selling collagen, and I'll share that with in a bit. And I'll come back to you later on. But thank you for sharing what it was like, to be one of the pioneers with the collagen. I didn't know you even got it a little earlier than everybody else.
I did. And he said, don't tell anybody, but boy, it was hard not to tell everybody. It was really hard not to tell everybody.
Okay, that's a really powerful testimonial. Sherry Brady, thank you. COE4, $20 million achiever, Team Elite, and my upline. Thank you. Okay, let's go back to sharing the slides. Okay, so what did we learn? We're talking with Sherry Brady. Okay. I'm not sure if you wanted to be looking younger, but there are people who really are looking for ways to look younger. So this is how Sherry Brady started out. These are the pictures that she took, right? So the before and after was really dramatic. Now, why did I focus on this particular set of pictures? Because I know Sherry Brady personally, so there's that level of trust. There's that authenticity, because she's someone I know. It's her personal testimonial. I could share it with confidence because when people would ask me anything, I could go back to Sherry and ask questions. And this was a real person. It wasn't just a random set of pictures that I got off the internet. So you have to start with trust and authenticity when you start sharing the before and after pictures. So I didn't have any experience yet. I hadn't tried the collagen product. So I used Sherry Brady. So this is what we call OPT, other people's testimonials, but it cannot be random. It has to be someone that you know, someone that is verified. So I simply started by sharing this, and I got a lot of orders. Okay, so let's talk about the sales flow. So you understand the foundation of selling. So this is what I would do with every product, and this applies to every industry. Step one, know your product. Step two, know your competition. Step three, know your edge. What are the selling points? Step four, know your target market. Step five, prospect your target market in the way that they want to be prospected. Next step, handle questions. After that, close the sale. And then focus on customer maintenance. This is where the fortune is, and drive the line of happy customers. I will be going through all of these today. Training will just be an hour total, okay? Number one, know your product. How do you get to know your product, okay? Before I even started using it, watch all the training videos. That's the best way. There are a lot of training videos out there. Take the time, learn it. Okay, wait, watch the training videos. Number two, read the product information page. Understand that the USA version or the North America version is different from the Southeast Asia and different from the Australia and different from the Malaysia version. So depending on where you're selling, focus on the product information page in your area, okay? Most importantly, use the product. Nothing will give you more knowledge than actually using the product and getting a personal experience. Next step, know your competition. Once you study your product, then learn the competition. How do you learn the competition? Well, focus on what your buyers do to buy. So go to the pharmacy or the grocery and see what kind of collagen they are selling. Okay. And when you look at the collagen that they're selling, look at the pricing, look at the ingredients, look at the statements of benefit, look at what those products are trying to do. Also, your demographic are going to be going online. They're going to be going to the Lazadas, the Shoppies, to look at what's available there and get the pricing, look at the ingredients, look at the statement of benefit, and then compare. Do an honest comparison, and then find out what is your edge. So selling is helping someone achieve what they're trying to achieve cheaper, easier, or better. So let's say, using Sherry as an example, Sherry wanted to have better skin. She wanted to look younger. So she knew that collagen would be important. The doctor said, take collagen. So let's say New Skin didn't have collagen, and then she's picking, right? So she's going to be looking. Now, when you're looking at collagen, some people are looking at price. Is our collagen cheaper? No, it's not cheaper. We're actually mid-range. I'm only basing it on what I know in the Philippines. Okay, is it easier? No, because there are a lot of collagen supplements out there. If someone is making bone broth every day, because I've had people say, oh, you want collagen? Just drink bone broth. I'm not going to make bone broth soup every day, and I'm not going to drink that every day. For me, it's too much fat, too much cholesterol, too much stuff I don't want in me. So is it easier than making bone broth? Yes, but that bone broth is not our competition. Our competition are other collagen products. There are powders, there are capsules, there are drinks. Is it easier? No, because most of them are once a day. Is it better? Yes. How? That's what you got to figure out. How are we better? So everyone will say, oh, ours is better than yours. Why? Why? You won't know until you know your product and you know your competition. So based on what my research is, and you can do this yourselves, is focus on, these are my selling points. Number one is the clinical studies. The fact that we have a clinical study, I would rather spend more on a product that I know works over one that is cheaper, but no clinical studies, because there's no standardization so much in the supplement industry. So next would be we boost both collagen and elastin, whereas most will just say we boost collagen. Ours is collagen and elastin. Next, we have the phytoceramides. So aside from the collagen, the phytoceramides increases the skin moisturization levels. Now, for me, that's one of the things I experience, which is most dramatic. Next, lutein. The lutein will give you the blue light protection, both in your eyes and in your skin. And we're in front of screens all the time. On my screen, I always turn on the blue light protection, but it's good to have the blue light protection in my body. So the lutein does that. Next, award winning. So between a collagen that has won no awards and one that has won many awards, I will pick one that has the awards. And this is what I didn't know, because I haven't really been a collagen drinker. So I haven't really tried other collagens. I only started recently, but I've heard a lot of people say that so many collagen products out there taste really bad. So ours has good taste. So these are edge that I found so far. So you know your product, you know your competition. Next, who are your potential customers? Okay, who are your potential buyers? So you have to figure it out. It's different in every market, but in your market, figure it out, do the research. For me, in my market, my potential buyers are women, 40 years old and above. They have the buying capacity because we're not the cheapest, right? So they have to be able to afford, and they're interested in skincare and anti-aging. Now, if someone is 40 and above, how do they communicate? So very important, I don't go cold market. I only focus on friends that I have a personal relationship with. All of my first, I don't know how many buyers I have now, 60, 70. These were all people that trust me very much. Where was I? The thing about, if your target market are people who are 40 and above, how do they communicate? Okay. So this is where you have to match the communication method with your potential market. And if someone is 40 and above, chances are they're not in TikTok. Maybe they're not so much on Instagram. The older market, ouch, still is on Facebook. And we communicate via Messenger. All right. And we respond to private messages. That's how the 40 and above communicate. So this is why I focus on the private message strategy. So again, if your demographic, your potential target market is 40 and above, you have to prospect them in the communication way where they prioritize. And that would be private message on Facebook, for me, at least. Okay. And again, nothing I'm saying is law, nothing I'm saying is the rule. And I'll go to this later, but I'm just sharing how I sell it. And I'll also share how I discovered how to do it. Okay, so private message strategy. So I tried many, many ways. Wait, I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. My background's actually a bit wonky, so I'm gonna change it. To my favorite background. Okay, this one's a lot better. Okay, let me go back to share screen. There we go. The other one was too flashy. Okay, private message strategy. I tried so many messages and I made a lot of mistakes and I had a lot of misunderstandings. And this was the best message I came up with. So every day I would message about, because when we had stocks, right? I would message about 10 people a day, women 40 and above, who had the buying capacity that were interested in skincare. And I would only message them this. Hi, name. Hi, Modi. We just launched our collagen elastin booster drink. May I send you some information on it? Okay. A lot of you know my mantra is one decision at a time. In this initial message, I just asked them that one question. Can I send you information on it? And almost everyone said, sure. No? Oh, sorry. Wait for the reply. Okay. Wait for the reply. And then we'll say, sure, go ahead, send it. Now, there's one sales trainer I listened to, and this was really, he wrote a book, but my takeaway from the book was, there are people who want to buy what you have. They just have to be exposed to it. And a lot of people think that selling is about convincing people. It's not. It's really about exposing them properly to what you have. Again, there are many people who want to buy what you have. They just need to be aware of it and they need to be exposed to it. So I make people aware. We just launched our collagen elastin booster drink. May I send you some information on it? Wait for the reply, okay? Because when you're having a conversation in real life and you ask a question, you wait for the reply before you continue, right? So don't just bombard them. I call it, don't just bazooka, or don't just throw up information on them. Have a conversation. So wait for the reply. They say sure, and then I would send these. Now, very important, send these one by one. Do not send it in an album, because if you send it in an album, in a group send, it's very hard to see the image. Now, I curated these images. This one I made. So this one shows the product, what it looks like, and it shows the award, the Global Beauty and Wellness Award, Most Innovative Anti-Aging Product #1. So I send that, and this one image communicates so much information. It communicates, it tastes like citrus. It's in a sachet form, and it is award-winning. Okay, so you have to send that in a single picture so that the picture does its job of communicating the messages. Next thing I send, what are our selling points? Clinical studies. So I send this picture, okay, in a very clear picture, and this is from corporate, okay, placebo versus collagen, improvement in texture, radiance, and overall appearance. So these are the selling points. Now, I also send this picture because this is from corporate, but I find it a little visually hard to communicate. I'll try and come up with a better one. But it says here why you love it. And these are all the selling points. So I was very happy when I saw this, because these were the exact selling points which I identified before corporate released the materials, okay? So it helps boost collagen and elastin production in your skin. So corporate had the same idea. Helps support skin hydration and healthy moisturization, okay? Helps protect against the damaging effects of oxidative stressors, the lutein, clinically proven to help you look more youthful, the clinical studies, and helps visibly reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So there you go. So when I did the research, I came up with the same selling points that corporate had. And then before and after testimonials. So I used to share Sherry Brady's pictures, and then I had another picture, but now I got this one from Susanna. This one got me a lot of sales. Okay. And then at the end of those pictures, I send this message. So you could use your, what's that app, Sherry, that you use? Oh, I forgot, mental block. I forgot the app. Okay. One box costs $3.9 and contains 30 orange flavored powder mix sachets. This is good for 30 days. The recommended course is 4 months. Okay, when I would stop at 30 days, people would just say, okay, I'll buy 30 days worth. When I would add here, the recommended course is 4 months, and people would buy 4 boxes. So in the Philippines and in Malaysia, we're going to have a 4-box bulk kit or a 1-course package. And simply because that's available here, then this is how I'm promoting it. Yeah, and then it goes from there. Now, from when I send this, let me show you the perfect flow, the perfect close when people see that, right? So the ones who are interested say, I want to try that. Again, this is warm market, people have a good relationship. And I'll always go back to this mantra, guys, one decision at a time. So just get the payment. Don't try and sign them up, because that's another decision. Okay, they just say, I want to try the product. Focus on that. Get the money. Give them the product. Don't try and sign them up, because then it's going to get confusing. Okay, just focus on getting them to try the product. Get the money. Okay, so what I do here now is I do the A-B close. I alternate advance close. Say A or B. So great, you can send the money to my bank or GCash, which is easier for you. Okay, I send them 2 different payment methods, and then they pick the one, and then I give them the details, then get the money. Once you get the money, then you ask them, where should I ship the product to? Get the shipping details. Now, if you're doing a drop ship method in the market, drop ship means from the company straight to the end user, get the payment, process the order. No need to sign them up, no need to ADR. Those are decisions for later, okay? Just get them to try the product. Drop ship, You process the order, ship it to them. If you're doing a 4-pack bulk buy, then you're doing the reseller method. Get the payment, book the shipment. So in the Philippines, we do the motorcycle riders, Lala Move, or Grab, and or you could just ship it however way you want. Now, after I ship it, I send them the order number and I send them the shipping time estimate. Expect this in 5 hours, expect this in 3 days, whatever method I chose and however long that would take. And I always say, please let me know when it arrives, because this is the start of you taking care of them. When it arrives, and when you've done the order, add their name to your spreadsheet and place the day that they bought. So you have to have a customer spreadsheet. This is your gold mine. The name, what they bought, when they bought, I put the month. So January, February, March, April, May, and this is how you track your customers. Just like any business, follow up after week 2 and then week 4 for them to reorder. When they're going to reorder and they say, yes, I want to reorder, then you either offer to sign them up or put them on ADR. That's the only time you do that. Okay. So the perfect flow. Understand this. Your job is not to convince anyone. Okay. Although I'll teach you how to answer objections, it's to help guide them. But your job is not to win an argument. My collagen is better than yours argument. No. Your job is not to convince anyone. Your job is to find those who want what you are offering. And I focus my energy on those who go through the perfect flow. There are people who are ready to buy. Our job is just to get them exposed to the information, make them aware. It's the same thing with signing people up with New Skin. I just needed to be aware that there was such a thing. I didn't need to be convinced. No, my upline, Paul Cook, didn't need to convince me. I just needed to be made aware that there was such a thing. So focus on getting them exposed to the information. The more people you expose to, the better. So what is our job on a daily basis? To expose as many people as we can to the information. Now, okay, I'm going to stop here first. And I'm going to open up to, are there any questions? Oh, hey, 43 people. Sherry, any questions on that? Paula, anyone? Oh, wait, let me allow everyone to unmute. I'll just take a quick open forum before I continue. Greg Pareco, any questions on that? Okay, wait, let me just check the chat. Carla, bored. Yes, thank you. No questions? Okay, I'll continue. I'm such a good teacher that there are no questions. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. When you are developing a system, guys, you have to make a list of the common questions. So why do I have this training material? Because as I started to sell the product, when people would give me objections or questions, I would write them down, okay, so that I could teach. And also so that I would have my boards ready, okay? So what's one thing that they would say? Oh, CK, do you have a question? Oh, you're okay. Okay. So what would they say? I need, oh, you have a question? Okay. Oh, I'm excited for CK to have a question. Go ahead, CK. You can unmute yourself.
All right. Robert, if you don't mind, go back one slide before.
No,
go back to
I'll
the
move. I'll give you the, oh, okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. This?
Yeah. Okay. So what you're saying is that, you know, obviously we don't convince people, but there are people always ready to buy. But how are we, you know, we expose them with information, but how are we going to so-called find out that they like to buy? You know, because
they say that. That's a great question, CK. I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
And then I have to move on.
Right.
How do you know that they want to buy? They say this: I want to try it. That's how you know. So you offer it and they say, I want that. Yeah. Now, hey guys, I'm going to say this sales tip. I never sell the product. I sell the results. Okay. So when I'm selling, I'm showing Sherry's results. They don't want to buy the collagen, they want the results, right? Yeah. So, yeah. And oh, Sherry, you're taking notes, right? Yeah, I never sell the products, I sell the results. So, which is why when I just show Sherry and they're like, I want that result, tell me how to get that. And CK, this perfect flow, I get this at least once a day. Okay. So that's a great question. I'll move on, but that's a really good question. How do you know they want to buy? They say, I want to buy. Now, how will they know that they want to buy? You expose them. So expose as many people as you can to the information. Cool. Thanks, CK. All right, let's move forward. Perfect flow. It goes. Okay, so I need more information. When they say, I need more information, no problem. I send them the YouTube video, okay? There are lots of videos. There's a 2.5-minute one, which I sent. What is in it? I send the ingredients in a screenshot, okay? Don't send PDF files. Nobody opens those. Send a picture form, always. What about the wheat? Okay, people ask about the wheat. When they ask about the wheat, they're worried about the allergens. I say it is gluten-free. Although we have wheat, we are gluten-free. So if that's their concern, when they say, I will get back to you, say, wonderful, thank you. And then follow up. I'll teach you how to follow up later on, okay? Response, how much collagen is in each serving? Okay, they're gonna ask that. How much collagen is in each serving? 2,500 milligrams. I had one friend ask this, I said 2,500. They go, Rob, ours is 10 times as much. Why should I buy yours when ours has 10 times more collagen? I said, honest to God, I don't know your collagen, but ours has clinical studies. So I know ours works and it has these additional benefits and it also boosts elastin. And she said, okay. And I also asked her, you know, hey, I really appreciate you buying from me. Then she goes, I'll always support a friend. I said, wow, that really, really, really touched me. And that's why I'm still in warm market, which is why I'm not worried about losing customers to Lazada or Shopee or product diversion, because friends buy from friends. Next, okay. Can I try 1 week worth first? Yes, yes, you can, sure. I will sell per sachet, or in the States, I will sell, well, if you're in the States, you can sell per pouch, but you could do a resell. Sure, okay. I'm already using another brand. This is a tough one, okay? And in my sales experience, always, when someone bought another brand, they want to think that they're a smart person. I made a smart decision. I'm a smart person. I made a smart decision. I bought this brand for certain reasons, okay? First of all, I say, great, I'm glad you're already a collagen believer. So happy about that, right? And then you don't want to get into an argument, which is, hey, my collagen's better than yours, because then you're going against their self-image that, hey, I'm a smart person. I made a good decision. I bought this brand. So if you're telling me I was wrong because yours is better, then it becomes an argument and the walls come up. So what I say is, I'm glad you're a collagen believer. Can I send you information on our product? When you run out of your current batch, maybe you can consider ours. Okay, and leave it at, and they're like, sure, non-threatening. And then I send them information. Then I tell them why I like ours. Award-winning, clinical studies, these are the benefits, okay? Question, does it have a lot of sugar? No, we use stevia, okay? What makes yours different? This is a tough one, okay? What makes yours different? Then you go back to the statement of benefit. You have to know what makes yours different. What's our edge? So I always start with, excuse me, I always start with our clinical studies. And that's our main edge. We're able to prove, and I copy pasted this from the product information page. We were able to prove that our blend creates significant improvement in 4 months. Our bioactive collagen peptides have a special peptide fingerprint. And anyway, you can read this, right? And you can see I'm losing my voice. But I send this, and this is based on our product information page, okay? Next, why is yours so expensive? Because we're not the cheapest. And I go back to the same. Selling is helping someone achieve what they're trying to achieve, cheaper, easier, or better. Are we cheaper? No, don't go that way. Don't fight in that arena. Are we easier? No. Are we better? Yes, focus on that. Because people could have a cheaper product, but they don't get the results that they want. So focus on that. Let me get a boost of my collagen. So you see how much work goes into selling? You got to do all this, but the result is you become really good. Oh man, sorry about that. And if their issue is expense, I give them per sachet, 1 week or 2 weeks worth. Okay, I looked at the information. I'm not interested. Okay, thank you. Thank you for looking at it. This one, I'll stick with my existing brand. Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at it. I had another friend who said, I'm actually being sponsored. I got my collagen for free. I can't argue with free. You want free is free. I can't argue with that. Sold her night cream instead. Excuse me, hang on. I really got to clear my throat. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I say thank you so much for taking the time to look at the information. The next thing you want to do, if you approach them because they're 40 years old, they're into skincare and all that, observe their profile and offer them another new skin product in the future. The thing I would actually promote to them, if they like collagen, I would promote the LumiSpa or our True Face Essence, pearls, or the line corrector, or toothpaste, or whatever. Okay. Observe their profile and offer them another new skin product in the future. Keep them in the loop of updates and new testimonials. All right. So this is the video I sent from North America. Beauty Collagen Plus infomercial. It's only 2.5 minutes, but it's very well explained. And this is the Philippine ingredient list, which I get from the product information page. I clear. So you see here the wheat, lipid extract, lutein, and all that, all the ingredients. I'm really losing my voice. How to follow up. Guys, let me teach you how to follow up as an effective salesperson. The wrong way is to say, have you thought about it? You call them in 1 week and say, hey, have you thought about it? Okay, the answer will always be no. Because if it was yes, they would have called you. Okay, you're asking them to make a decision with information they have not decided with to begin with. So you gave them all this information. They said, I'll think about it, and they couldn't make a decision. So obviously, if they think about it, it's on old information. The way to follow up is always to give an update. Hi, Modi, Rob here. Hey, listen, just want to give you an update. This is the latest award that the collagen has won. We got most innovative beauty product. Or, hi, Modi, look at this, my upline's testimonial. Or, hi, Modi, look at this. These are my results after 2 or 3 weeks. Always update with awards, new testimonials, your personal testimonial. Update with new information. Give them new information that will allow them to make a new decision. Because without new information, the decision is still no. Drive the customer line. This is different from driving a leader line. Because when you drive a leader line, you empower people to do the work. When you drive a customer line, you're still doing the work, but you're using one customer to lead you to another customer, but you're still doing all the work. I only get referrals from happy customers. Guys, I never get a referral from a rejection. I never. You could. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying I never, because if someone rejected you and you ask, who else do you know that would like collagen, and they lead you to someone, they'll ask, did that person buy the collagen? They'll say, no. Well, they didn't buy it. I won't buy it. Because if that person said no, then I'll say no, because I trust that person. So I only get referrals from happy customers. I apologize. It's pretty bad. I always ask, who else do you know that would like the same benefits? We sell the benefits. And can we share your testimonial so you can get some cash back? Okay, so you don't need a before and after picture. They just need people to say, I'm using this collagen and these are the benefits. Okay, let's talk about branding. What do I do for branding other than that sales flow? You want to increase the story online, branding. So you've seen me post this. So I have a saying, laklak collagen, lift weights. Laklak means to drink in Tagalog. Laklak Collagen lift weights. This is my anti-aging strategy. So all of my posts are about lifting weights and drinking the collagen. Okay, then here I showed the award. So me drinking. So you want to be your own model, and people are seeing my transformation. Okay, and then I shared my personal testimonial. So this is my, again, my tagline: Laklak Collagen, lift weights, Laklak Collagen. So I shared my personal testimonial and I got more orders. Okay, so when it comes to branding, okay, you have to ask yourself, who am I the champion of? So I am trying to champion my generation. My generation is aging. So I'm turning 55, right? So I'm championing my generation and helping them maintain youth. How do I maintain youth? Lift weights, drink collagen. It's a very simple story. So that's my branding. I'm not focusing on business. I'm not trying to recruit on my wall. I'm not trying to champion that cause, because I'll show you in a bit. My future strategy is focused on just getting customers first, and then developing my leaders for my customer base. So I'm not trying to recruit builders right now. So ask yourself, who am I the champion of? As opposed to my wall is a product catalog. So when I see a lot of people promoting, their wall becomes a product catalog. And the sad thing also is that it becomes a wall full of other people's results. Sharing someone else's results is good for one shot. I started by sharing Sherry Brady's results, but after that, it has to be your branding and your results. Okay. So you don't want your wall to be a product catalog. People are going to block you, right? People are going to block you, but people want to see your results. So how do you develop a system? So I've given you a guideline of my system, but let me teach you how to develop a system. The first thing that you want to do is teach from authenticity, sell the product. Okay. I'm only teaching now because it took me several months of trying to sell the product before I was able to develop a system or a training deck on how to sell, because I've been through it so many times. Teach from reality, don't teach from theory. Actually sell the product, do it, and then teach people how you did it. So sell the product and then find out what works, number one. So find out what you're doing that works and find out what is repetitive. So I'm only teaching you what I have done dozens and dozens of times. I'm teaching you what is repetitive. So that is literally how I approach people. Hey, we're launching a elastin collagen boosting drink. Can I send you some information on it? So teach what is repetitive. Now we're on the second part, which is, I've written it down. And as I've written it down, I will teach you what I have done. And so I'm on part 2 now. So I'm duplicating myself. So I'm teaching how to sell it. And as I sell it, so this is my second time to do this training. I did this the first time with the Malaysian group, and I found I had to tweak some things. So find out what works and what is repetitive, and we'll go from there. So this is now, I'm now teaching how I've done what I've done in reality. So I've written it down and now I'm teaching it. I'm going to end with this, begin with the end in mind. Okay. So why are we doing this? Okay. So what is my goal? I have found that with the collagen, we're creating incredible circle group volumes. Oh man, I'm really running out. So my goal now with the collagen launches is GSV 20,000 points. With GSV 20,000 points with the collagen, your income will be about $4,500 a month. So I want to do it first. So that's why in the next couple of months, maybe the whole first quarter of next year, my goal will be to get to 20,000 GSV. And my branding and my focus will simply be on selling the product. And as corporate has said, most of your team elites will come from your customer base, happy customers first. And then I will duplicate. So once I do GSV 20,000, along the way, people will self-identify and they will want to become leaders. If you have 6 frontline and they don't even maintain 20K, they only maintain 4K, you get paid 10% of that, and that'll be a $2,400 paycheck. Okay. And as you get exponential growth, the 6 will get 6. So that's a total of 42. Instead of 10,000 frontline, it's now 5% on both levels. That's an $8,400 paycheck. And at the next level, You have a total of 258 brand reps, each maintaining 4,000 points. 5%, that'll give you a $51,600 paycheck. The price will, I mean, the amount will vary depending on the points and CSV. So 80% of my focus near term will be to achieve 20,000 GSV. 20% will be on growth. Now, I will upgrade my happy customers to sellers or builders. But when I upgrade my customers, what am I going to teach these guys to do? Will I teach them to develop a network? No, I'm going to teach them to focus on 20,000 GSV or at least 4,000 GSV. And then focus on that. Now, why am I doing this? Because we're talking to leaders. Okay, wait, I think that's my last slide. And I'll just share what I learned. I'm talking to leaders and we're working with leaders. And the thing about the leader, we are producers. Leaders produce. We create results. And as a leader, when we're trying to develop other leaders, we spend so much time trying to push people to take action. And maybe they do, maybe they don't. Right? But when I focus on what I can control and what can I control, I can control creating 20,000 GSV from my action by developing a strong customer base. And then from there, the leaders will emerge. So when I focus my energy on the things which I can control, which is to create a strong GSV, then I will make a good living. I will make a good paycheck. And my volume will not be reliant on the actions of other people. So on my own, I can already make a good living with Nu Skin, a $4,000, $5,000 paycheck. A $5,000 paycheck puts you in the top 1% of the income level in the Philippines already. Just as a brand rep, it's enough. It's enough to live a good life. So I'm focusing as a leader on my productivity. I'm focusing on what I can create. I'm not focusing my energy on pushing other people to take action. Okay. But when I focus on creating that 2,000 GSV, here's the secret. In order for me to create 2,000 GSV, I just need to expose people to the benefits of the product. When I have a strong customer base, I will expose my customer base to the benefit of creating a strong customer base, which is a $4,000 or $5,000 paycheck. And from there, people will upgrade themselves. And that's my training for today. My voice just barely made it. All right, let me go now to gallery view. And I think we are just on the 1 hour mark. Sherry, can I ask you? Well, I'm going to allow everyone to unmute. And I want my upline's blessing on what I just shared. If there was anything good, anything bad. If there's anything bad, I know you won't say it in public, just tell me in private. But this is what I have learned. And this is not for everyone. I'm not saying that this is a law. I'm not saying this is a rule. I've given you a guideline, and take what's good, discard what's not good. It's up to you. Sherry, any words of wisdom?
No, I really liked it. I remember when we launched the Galvanic Spa in the United States, one of the things that all the leaders kept saying is, one product, one story, so that people could do what you were just talking about. And that was one decision at a time. I would like to hear how you upgrade, but I really liked it. And I liked selling the results, not the product. That is exactly what we have to do. That's what people are interested in. They're just, I come from a science and a medical background, and I like the science. I love all the science about the product and the ingredients and stuff. But I found that when I knew too much about the products, it was hard for me to sell it because I kept trying to tell them more than they wanted to know. They want to know the results and the key points like you just listed. That's all they want to know. They don't want to know the whole science and how the whole thing works. And so I really like that. Yeah, you just gotta give them the benefits and the reasons why we're different. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I really like that you contact your messenger.
Yeah, because we're talking to 40-year-old people. And even when I post my testimonials and results on my wall, I don't get people commenting on my wall. They private message me, hey, Rob, I like what you shared. I want to buy. Also because people who are 40 and above don't want people to know that they're taking collagen. That's,
You know what? It's the age group, Rob. It's
Yeah.
like I will put stuff in my product group and not get one single comment in my product group because they don't want anybody else to know that they're interested in that product or they're going to take that product. They will always private message me and say, I'm watching the product group. I want this, I want that. But they won't say it in front of people.
no,
But, the younger generation will, but the over 40 won't.
no, they won't. Here's what I've found with the over 40, they'll contact you in private, but once they have a good result and they've made a good decision, then they want everyone to know that they made a good decision. And they'll say, look what I did and look at my results. Then they'll make it public. So that's why I only ask people to share once they've had a good result. Then they want all their friends to know. So I've only gone to the beginning of my training. This is just the start. And I'm going to, I've told corporate and I've said this again and again and again, I'm focusing on collagen for the next 5 years. And everyone I talk to, they've heard me say that. And the simple answer, Sherry, on how to upgrade, I can only share what I've done, but since we have no stocks yet, I cannot teach in authenticity how to create a lot of brand reps from this. But what I have is from the stocks that I have had, I have gotten customers to start selling because I showed them my income, the build bonus. I never share the lead bonus. I always share the build bonus because the build bonus is big enough for most. And what I show people is if you have this much collagen customers, then you will get a build bonus like this. And the build bonus is like more than what most people make anyway, which is why I like velocity. And that is what has gotten people to do it. Now, we cannot do it in public. We don't have to do it in public. I share it in private to my customers. And the reason why I like the collagen business, we won't have any compliance issues, everything is done in private. I've actually done something for the first time since I started doing social. When I started social 7 or 8 years ago, I made my profile public. And because I wanted to sell to the world. When I decided on the collagen business, I made my profile private because I only want to sell to my warm market and I don't want to be exposed to the world anymore. So I made it private. Not saying that's something everyone should do, but it's just something I decided I want to be private again. It's kind of like going the other way on the social trend. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share that. But let's see once the collagen comes up. Oh, the last thing I want to share is the thing I like about collagen, like when we focus on the toothpaste and the deo and the fem wash, it depends on the market. It's different in every market. But with the collagen, it's something that I can sell. If I have a friend in Australia, I talk to them with the same prospecting message as someone in the Philippines. We're about to launch this. Can I send you information? Yes. And I've signed up people in Australia. You just have to send a different set of products. And you have to know the pricing, the delivery system, the delivery cost in each market. So just focus on learning the products where you have the prices and the type of product in the markets where you're marketing in.
Yeah.
Thank you for appreciating, Sherry. Guys, yeah. And like I said, I did this training for you specifically. It's a one-on-one training.
I know. Thanks. We've had lots of those.
Right.
I remember when I first got into social selling, Rob had to train me every day for like 3 weeks.
And it's amazing how ahead you were. And it's been about 6 years and people are just catching on to it now.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, okay, and let me explain the logic of this. Why are we changing the strategy? Here's the logic. I follow the money and I see that the money now is in collagen. Why is it in collagen? Because it's a good price point. The reorder rate is high. The results are dramatic for social. So I'm following the money. So I'm going to collagen because this has given me my highest GSV ever. If I'm going to collagen and I'm going to sell to a 40 and above market, then the 40 and above market has to be prospected in a way that matches them, which is private message. So therefore, I'm going to focus on the private message strategy because I'm focusing on college. And that's the only reason why I'm doing that. If you still want to do the TikTok market, if you still want to do the 20 to 30 market, then you have to prospect that market in the way that they're communicating. That would be Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. So yeah, so this is a strategy for, well, how do we call it? Age appropriate.
Yeah.
It's age appropriate. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, let's get back to gallery view. And team, that's the end of my training. If you have any questions, and again, I have all the love for my upline. I really want to be a $20 million achiever. And the one thing I really appreciate about my upline is she's always evolving. You know, we look at other leaders who are still trying to make what used to work in the 1990s work today. Sherry recognizes that we live in a different world, and she's been one of the absolute champions and pioneers of social. But I do feel that social is going to go into a new era now. And I think my vision, I've always been about 4 or 5 years ahead of everybody else. And this is where I think we should be going.
I agree. I think that especially, I mean, it depends on what your age group is, but
Yeah.
I could put posts on Instagram all day long and not sell a thing because my market is not there. It just is, you just have to know where your market is at and market to them. I have found that my age group will look at stories. And so I do stories, but Messenger and Facebook, they just, I don't know. I don't have people on Instagram. So, and none of my clients are there.
I just showed the lead part. I didn't really talk about the maintenance, but the definite future would be to have a VIP customer group and to keep exposing people on stories and reels. Guys, any questions before we wrap up?
I have question, Rob. Nikki here.
Nikki? Hey, Nikki.
Hi. Thanks for sharing the methodology. I just want to clarify the earlier part when you mentioned you don't send the whole album. When people want the info,
Yeah.
you first send, because you shared a few posters. So when they say they want more info, we send one by one, like say the 4 pictures,
Yeah.
one after the other.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay, so that means in one reply, I send 4 or 5 different pictures in one reply.
Sorry, say that last part again.
That means say I want more info, then I reply to them with the 4 or 5 pictures consecutively.
Yes. Not in one send. And again, because the pictures are telling the story for you. Okay, the pictures are telling the story for you, and you have to give the picture the opportunity to share the story. For the picture to share the story, it has to be seen in its entirety. If you send an album, they see clutter. They will not click through it, right? So you send one picture, it tells the story. You send the next picture. So I only send about 4 pictures, and then the product details.
Okay, thank you.
Very welcome. Good question. It's the same on your wall. You know, when I got like 50 pictures from Susanna, and I shared it, and a lot of pictures shared albums. Nobody looks at albums, but from the 50 pictures, I picked one, and I just posted that one, and that one got me 2,000 points, just that one picture.
Oh.
But the reason also why I was able to sell was because I've spent the last 10 years or whatever, you know, building my Facebook list of people who are my friends, and my friends are all 50 and above, right? So and I've spent every day creating engagement. Guys, engagement is very important, which is why you don't want your wall to be a product catalog, because you will lose engagement. So I post funny things, and I post my branding. I post things where people will comment. I greet everyone. I never miss. Every day I greet people happy birthday. Always happy birthday. It's one of the most important things I do, because it creates engagement. Good question. Modi, are you still there, Modi? Is she still there? Did
Yes,
she
I
leave?
am.
Oh, there you are. Modi, You know, I love your feedback. Sherry, you have to get Maudie to speak. She's a great teacher, and she's on Instagram. She sells a lot on Instagram. And Maudie's about to turn 50. Or are you 50?
50 already. 50
Yeah,
Yes.
but she looks not 50. And
Yes, looks not fit.
Sorry.
hi, Maudie.
No makeup now.
And her videos are hilarious. And her topic, how to attract a successful, handsome boyfriend, is one of the best, most requested topics ever. And I love it.
Cherry, thank you, Rob. Cherry look amazing. I was like, I can sell many people from your photo. Thank you so much.
Oh, you shared Sherry's picture.
No, I can't. I caught from your school now.
I'll send you the originals.
That's why I do like spread out in Thailand too.
Maudie, can I just ask, what did you learn today?
All the process, you are so good with all the sequence and everything. I mean, like even my boyfriend sit next to me say, "Wow, Rob is good." He not really give full compliment easy.
You know, us handsome guys, we appreciate each other. He's so handsome, and he's fit, and he's good looking. He's like the complete, he's got everything, right?
Yes.
So that's how she gets people to look at my boyfriend. You want someone like this? Listen to me. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Guys,
It's-
listen.
Sorry,
Uh,
I very appreciate you and thank you for sharing with me. You know, you can do like without sharing with me. You know, with for your team and everything. So I appreciate you, and then I'm sure your team gonna be so grateful, and they are so lucky to have you. And I'm so lucky to know you too, Sherry. And just like 20 million that we don't have it. We have only one account in Thailand.
Yeah. I'd like to hear a training sometime on how you're making Instagram work. That would be something I'd be interested in.
I learned so much with so many guru, because before in 2018 I not know nothing much about this because my age is not the new gen, right? And
Yeah.
then I feel like I want to communicate with a lot of people, especially new gen. I need to find a social media that is that I like. Instagram is my answer, you know, like a beautiful photo and like you like a magazine. So I learned
That's
so
it, like a
yes,
magazine.
I learned
Mhm.
so much from I pay like 2 or 3 coach, Instagram coach, and
Yeah.
learn furthermore. And I do a lot of things that like I learned so much in all detail. And
Yeah,
and
I just want to share that my way is not the only way. I personally have asked Maudie to train me on the Instagram way, but I'm not an Instagram person.
Yeah.
And I don't have a network on Instagram, but she does, and she succeeded there. I can send you her training, Sherry. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'd love to
oh,
know.
oh
Yeah.
thank you. I feel so
Can I also
Thank you.
share that Maudie has successively won the top ADR award in Thailand for many years in a row.
Oh,
That's
good
correct,
for you.
Maudie.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the new one, they only count for the font line now because mine is not font line anymore. Before
Okay.
I get a lot all the volume, right? But now they count only font line. That like they count one for me, like second and third and fourth level. So now sometimes I on the board, sometimes I'm not anymore. But my group volume still good. Yeah.
The last thing, Maudie, can you share on your pre-marketing on your preview, how many collagen boxes did you sell?
Or I mean like about at least my personal is 100.
100 boxes, Sherry.
Yeah, at least we have 2 times over that. Yeah.
How many reorders did you get from that?
We just have this month for the first time. Everyone who ordered the first time, they order another 4 boxes after, but the subscription we just start this month. Some
Okay.
of them did not finish yet, so I mean maybe I the track for start this it just start this month. I'm sure it's gonna be good because everyone see the result and they love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it follow the money. That's my my other mantra. Follow the money.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks, Marty. Okay, guys, if there are no more questions, I will wrap up. I will wrap up.
Well, Rob, thank you so much for doing this. I always appreciate your trainings. You just you're able to put things in a way that make people understand it and a system they can follow. And thank you for being willing to train everybody. I appreciate that.
Well, you're very welcome. That's the thing. For the longest time, I just wanted to keep my information for my group only. I didn't want the world to know, but I think I have a different goal now. I really want all teams to succeed, and to bring New Skin to a level where everyone's doing extremely well. And I know
Yeah.
that no one can teach as good as me. And that's the truth. At least teach sales as well as me. I really think I'm the best sales teacher. And I think what I've shown now, I put it in a way, hopefully, where you will all become sales experts, right? Where you will understand that selling is not hard selling, and it's not being a pushy liar that focuses on your own agenda. Our focus is the agenda of other people and to help them get the same benefits that you got, Sherry. And you're doing it unconsciously. It's just that you used it, you loved it, and you're sharing it with your friends. I just put it in a slide deck, and I broke it down. But you're doing everything exactly the way it's supposed to be.
Well, that's good to know.
All right, everyone. Thanks to the global team. Hey, Team Malaysia, remember it's launching in November 27, 28. So start doing the pre-marketing. I'll send you Sherry Brady's picture so you could share that.
Okay.
All right, everyone, you can unmute. You can say hi, bye. Thank you to Sherry. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Carla. Hi, everyone.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you,
Molly.
coach.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
everyone.
Nice to see all the leaders.
Ciao,
Sherry should
guys.
be very
Ciao, ciao.
popular after this with all her places going on
Nice seeing
Facebook and
everybody.
Instagram.
Thank you, Rob.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
Sherry. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.